By now, you've probably seen LEGO's official F1 cars, but they're from 2024. They're outdated. And that's why today, I'm going to be showing you guys how I build my custom 2026 LEGO F1 cars. Let's do it. Most of you watching this video have probably seen my older version of the 2025 F1 cars, but what's changed for 2026? I did a complete redesign. Everything is new. So let's take a look. We can see the front wing completely different. The halo I changed completely to match how LEGO does it themselves. I added some mirrors, engine covers different, and the back end is entirely rebuilt and changed completely. So now I will show you guys how to build it. Okay, so as you can see here, the car is fairly modular. We're gonna be building the Haas today. Obviously I have the parts laid out. So the entire rear end here, we're gonna leave that for a little bit later. Same with the front wing, but we'll start here in the middle. Okay, so everything's laid out here. I'm gonna leave this all together since it's symmetrical on both sides, but let's start here with this chassis. They use these for the 6 wide, the F1 cars they made way back in the day. So we're gonna take a 1x2 plate, put that right up against the edge there, and then take these 1x1 black tiles and put them on the corners here. Obviously this means nothing right now, but it's just a start. And we're gonna take a 2x3 black plate, stick it on the end there. We're gonna take these 2 1x1 bricks with a hole in the middle, put that off the edge there. This is gonna hold the axle. So then I guess we can go ahead and make the axle itself. So these are the same size they used for the 6 stud F1 cars back in the day. I'm pretty sure this is the exact same way they did them then, so that should be pretty easy to figure out. I don't know the names of everything, but then same wheels, and then these wheel covers, they come in complete blank, and then I put stickers on top of them for the Pirelli. So we can go ahead and do that, and then that'll start the front of our car. Okay, so then next here, we're gonna put another black 2x3 plate right there. Take a white one on top of that. Then whatever you wanna call this half circle with a stud, we're gonna put that on top of the 2 1x1 bricks, and then take a 2x2 plate, put it on top of that, the white 2x3. And then we're gonna take this bracket, I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's gonna point inward towards the driver because then it's gonna hold the steering wheel. So we're gonna take this 1x1 plate with the 1 stud, we're gonna put that right on there, and then put the steering wheel right attached to that. On top of that, we're gonna take these 2 1x2 tiles with like the edge taken out, whatever you'd like to call them, and put them on top of the bracket like that. In front of that, we're gonna take a 1x2 tile and then the half circle tile. And that's the front of the car. So then we're gonna move back a little bit. We're gonna take a 1x4 black plate. We're gonna take this little L brackety thing, 2x2, put it on there in the middle, and then a 1x1 brick with a stud pointing out of one side, put that at the front. So as you can see, we already had it built, so we have both sides there. Put them on as so, and then we will move on to the floor. So the floor is pretty simple. It's just a 2x6 black plate, and then a 1x6 black tile, stick it on top of there, and then make sure to move it 1 stud back from where we had that 1x1 tile. That's because now we're gonna do the barge board thing. So this is, we're gonna take a 1x1 bracket thing. I'm not exactly sure what to call this, but on the bracket part of it, we're gonna take a 1x1 plate, put that on the end, and then this is important, we're gonna take a 1x1 circle with the hole in the middle. We're gonna put that on there, and that is because with this 1x2 like angled tile-y thing, I'm not sure what to call that one either, we're gonna stick the hole of the 1x1 circle in the middle of this. So as you can see, it's in the middle, and that's because we're gonna put this right there, like I said, but you want it off of the wheel so the wheel doesn't rub against it, but you also want that effect. So that's how we do that. Like I said, this side's already done, so there you go. And now we will build the side pod. So the side pod's pretty simple. You take a 1x4 curved slope. At the front, you're gonna put this 1x2 plate, and then under that, you're gonna do a 1x3 plate. On top here, you're gonna take a 1x2 curved slope, and then right behind that, we're gonna take whatever you wanna call this little thing, put that pointing up, and the angle that this is important, so it has to be alongside and parallel with this line. And that's because we're going to take a spoon and that'll be our mirror. And you stick that in there, and then these will stick onto here once we're ready. So there we go. Okay, so next we're going to build this little thing behind the driver and it'll sit in right there. So let's do it. Okay, so we're going to start here with a 2x4 plate and then take a 2x3 plate and stick it on top of there. We're going to take these 1x2s with the one stud on top and put those all on top of the 2x3. Then on top of the edge of the 2x4, we're going to take the 1x2 little triangle-y things, whatever you'd like to call these. There's a closer look for you, right on top of there. Then I have two sets of these, whatever you'd like to call these plates, stuck on top of each other. And then they are gonna go on top of here. I think they go like this. Because then we're gonna take two of these. Basically, they're like a 1x1 brick, but they're only 2 studs high and have one stud sticking out. I'm gonna stick those pointing out. And then on top of that, we're gonna put 1x1 plates. Now, back here, we're gonna take these 2 1x1 bricks with a stud sticking out. These are full bricks, not the 2 stud high. Put those back here, sticking out as well. Now we are going to build the engine covers. So we're gonna take a 1x4 plate, take a 1x3 brick, that's like the, whatever you want to call that, put that on top, and then take a 1x1 brick with the stud sticking out, put that on front, take a 1x1 circle tile in black, put that in front of that, take a 1x1 circle plate, put that on top of that, and then either black or lime for the first driver, the second driver, whichever you prefer. And then you're gonna put that on top of there. This will then go on top and stick out just like that. And then finally back here, we're gonna take these 1x1 clips. We're gonna put that on the edge here. It's important which way you put it, because then you're gonna take a bucket handle and you're gonna stick that in there, and this will be our suspension arms. And now we're gonna stick this onto here, and you can see how this juts down one. That's why we have these 1x1 plates. Because then you're gonna put it behind the 1x4 black plates we have there. I know there's a gap there, but we're about to fill it right now. So let's make the halo. Okay, so this is actually really easy. We're gonna take 2 1x1 bricks. I know these have the holes in the middle, but it can really just be bricks. It doesn't matter. I just didn't feel like finding them. Those will go in these 2 slots right here to fill the space. Then we're gonna take 2 clips for both sides, the same 1x1 clips as before, just these in white. Again, it doesn't matter. This will be the same build for any car. It's just the colors are different. Then you're gonna take this, I have no idea what to call this thing, but it's the same size that they use on the official Lego F1 cars. And then I don't know what to call this piece either, but there's a closer look for you. Stick that on both ends. And then in the front, we have this little wrench looking thing. It's not an actual wrench. I don't know what it is, but that's what it looks like. Stick that on the front there. Then we can put this clip right on the ends. From there, we can go ahead and stick it on top of those 1x1 bricks we put down. And with some effort and some bending, you now have a halo. So there you go. Okay, so then now we can take our side pods that we had and stick them on. And as you can see, these are not at the same height, and that is done intentionally. So we can stick them down here, and it connects perfectly at an angle. And in my opinion, I think that looks great. So as you can see here on the Ferrari, it's at an angle, and I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so now we have the middle of the car done, but we have to do the front wing and the whole rear end. So let's do the front wing. Okay, so to start, we're gonna take a 1x8 plate and put it in the back. And as I did the side pod, the other side is completely symmetrical, so we're just gonna leave this built and reference it for the other side. So we're gonna take a 1x3 or like a 2x3 little triangle plate thing. I don't know what you wanna call that. On top of the end here, we're gonna take another one of these little L bracket things and stick it on there. And this is gonna be our end plate. I'm not entirely happy with this, so be my guest to try to find a better way to do this, but that's what I have right now. And then that'll stick on the end here, connecting these together. I don't like how thick this looks, personally, but I went through so many different iterations of this front wing, you have no idea. So next, we're gonna take a 1x2 plate and stick this right up against it here, because then we're gonna take a 1x2 curved slope, put that down there. And then from here, we're gonna take a 1x1 tile, put that right there. So now both sides are equal and symmetrical. Then we're gonna take another 1x2 curved slope, but these have the angles cut out of them, one of both sides. And then I use a 1x1 circle plate, but it really doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want. Put that back there. And then this will stick onto that one stud, making the active arrow elements, whatever you want to call them. I did actually try to make the active arrow move, but it's just too small. So here we go. And then from there, we're gonna take a 2x2 plate. We're gonna take a 1x2 with the one stud, put that there, and then take another 1x2 with the one stud, except this one is half circle. Put that on front. And then this is gonna slide in here. Obviously, I know it doesn't attach to anything yet. That's why we're gonna take another 1x2 plate with the one stud, put that there. Now, for the nose, we're gonna take a 1x4 curved slope. At the front here, we're gonna take a 1x2 plate, and then a 1x1 plate is gonna go back here. And then we're gonna take a 1x1 brick and put that under that. That is gonna attach the back two parts, back two elements, connecting it entirely. And then we're gonna take a 1x1 little triangle thing, put that right at the front. And there is our front wing. Now, of course, as you can imagine, this is going to attach right like that. Okay, and now my favorite part of the car is the rear end, and I can't wait to show you why. So, this entire thing connects upside down. I don't exactly know how to explain this or show it to you, so let me break it down a little bit. This entire section is upside down. As you can see, these studs are pointing down and these are pointing up. And that's because of this piece. I can't believe I figured that out. I was actually really proud of myself. So let me show you how to build it. Okay, so to start, we're gonna need a 1x5 plate, and this is important so it stays symmetrical. We're gonna take one of these pieces. I don't know what you wanna call this, but they were on some of the F1 cars that Lego made, so you can look it up and find it. This is then gonna go right there to make everything flat. We're gonna take one of these, another one of these 1x1 bracket things, goes right on the end there, and on the tip where it has a stud, we're gonna take a 1x1 circle tile in red, put that on the end. Then, again, to make this flat, we're gonna take a 1x2 plate, just stick it right there, like that. And now for the actual diffuser part, we're gonna take two of these, whatever they are, we used them earlier, little L bracket things with no studs. And this goes right here like this, right on the inside there. And then right next to those, we're gonna take two of these 1x2 angled things with the holes inside. I don't know what to call that. And that will then angle down. So when you look at the diffuser like this, if this is the back of the car, it all looks proper. No, it didn't actually all look proper. As you can see from the finished design, it's completely wrong. However, it is a simple fix. So the little triangle parts with the like holes out of them, just flip them the other way. That's it. It's a little hard to do with it all together, but you can see the difference. That's all you have to do. Just flip them both and it's fine. And I can show you here on the Ferrari that that's how it is. This will stick down, pointing outward, right on top of that. Is this legal? I don't know. Then finally, we're gonna take one of these little things. I don't know what you call that, but this will go upside down right here like this, and that is our exhaust. So, looks pretty cool. So we're gonna build off of this and now do the rear wing. Okay, so axles and wheels are all the same as the front, so no need to show you that again. We're gonna take a 1x2 plate, put that on top, and then on top of that, a 1x2 plate with the one stud on top of that. Then pointing outwards, we're gonna have another one of these little 1x1 bracket things, and then sticking upward, another one of these little clips that we used for the mirrors as well. That sticks up like that, and that's simply it for this portion of the rear end. So now, same as before, it's symmetrical, so I'm not gonna show you it twice, but this is one side, and now I'm gonna show you how to build it. So in the middle, we're gonna take a 2x2 curved slope with the studs pointing up, as you can see. We're gonna put on the lower half one of these 1x2s with a one stud on top, and then pointing outwards, another one of these things that we use for the exhaust. I made these in black, but I mean, you can use whatever you'd like. In the middle here, we're gonna take another one of these 1x2 triangle things, and that'll go only half on, pointing outwards, because we need to connect the rear wing here. So then, this is a new bracket, we haven't used this yet. Points downwards. I'm not exactly sure how to explain this to you, but it's a 1x2 that goes down rather than up. And then another one of these 1x1s goes on the end there, kind of making an L shape. Then we're gonna take one of these 1x2 curved slopes with the angle cut out of it. This will go on the half with only one stud. And then next to it, we're gonna take a full 1x2 curved slope, put that right next to it, like I said. And then finally, a 1x2 tile goes on top. This can then connect right here. And I will preface by saying that this rear wing is extremely flimsy, so be careful. And then a 1x1 tile fills the space right there. This is another sort of element where I don't love it, so if you find a better way to build it, go right ahead. The axles go up against the part we built before for the diffuser. And then simply we attach this one little peg onto this clip, like so. Now, we can attach it to the car, right like this, and there we go. Now, we have officially built a 2026 Lego F1 car. So there you go, we did it. This build applies to every single car, just different colors, so, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Ferrari's red, Red Bull's blue, or actually I use navy, but you get the point. I hope this video helped you guys. I love seeing when you guys make the cards yourselves and then share them on my community page. So make sure to do that, or tag me over on Instagram, something. I'd love to see it. It's definitely a difficult build. It took me so long to figure out how to make this and make it look right. So I hope you guys are able to build it yourself, and I hope it turns out cool. Feel free to comment down below any questions you have. I'll answer everything. And if you're still watching, I know you guys are going to ask about the stop motions. Basically, I'm in college now. It's just really difficult to find the time to do it. Trust me, I'd love to. I'm going to try to do a little bit over the summer, but don't expect much. So just stick with me. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm still here, and I'm still making F1 content over on Instagram at the very least. So make sure to go follow me there. But as for stop motions, I hope to do them every once in a while, but it's going to be tricky to do it consistently. And now, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. My Le Mans vlog is either out or will be coming out, so make sure to check that out. I posted my Monaco vlog. I've been all over, guys, so make sure to check it all out. Again, go check out the Instagram. That's where everything's happening. I post a whole lot over there. So I'll see you over there, and see you in the next one.